Hey friends, happy Friday morning. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to head into work, but I wanted to share something that was on my heart real quick, something that I've been meditating on for the past couple days. As you guys know, by the grace of God, I finished the Prairie Spirit 100 this weekend, but I want to share a little bit of the backstory on that, why it was so important. It had been the desire of my heart since 2017 when I finished it the first time. I wanted to go back, and it had been on my heart. And but in 19 and 21, both times I went back, I got a DNF, and a DNF is the did not finish. And in 19, I made it to mile 33 by the grace of God, and in 21, I made it to mile 50. And both of those races came up on my memories yesterday, and it made me smile at something that I had said on video. I was doing these live videos because I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish, but I just wanted to share my praise of the Father as I was running and going. And but I said something that I'd forgotten about, and I want to share it with you guys. As I was finishing up, I said, "Hey guys, the pain's getting too intense. I'm just going to throw in the towel. But I'm thankful for the Lord for every mile that I have gotten." And I said, "The Lord didn't say no. He just said not today." And I was thinking about Psalm 37:4. David wrote this as he was much, much older, and it says that this psalm that David wrote, it was a psalm where he was passing on wisdom. It was a psalm of wisdom. And David had learned. He said in Psalm 37:4, he said, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." And what I love about this, David was saying that we should be so delighted in God. He should be our first priority. We should take such great pleasure in the relationship that we have with Him, that nothing should be of greater value and give us more pleasure than our relationship with Jesus. And it's when we do that our desires align with God's desires, and our will aligns with God's will, and therefore He grants us the desires of our heart because they align with His desires. But what I love about this, and I thought about this, is that David, as an old man, he could say this, and looking back, David knew, he was crowned king, or he was anointed as king by Samuel about the age of 10 to 15. Somewhere around there. But he didn't ascend the throne. He didn't come to the throne until he was 30. So for a long period of time, David waited. He was in this waiting period. The desire of his heart was unmet. And I'm sure that David, looking back, could understand that God works in His timing and for His purpose. And looking back, David could understand during this time he fought Goliath, during this time he ran from Saul, during this time he encountered so many trials. But it made David the king that he was. It made David, he had that close relationship that he had with Christ, that close relationship with God that allowed him to lead the people the way that he was supposed to. David will be forever remembered as the greatest king who ever lived, and people would compare themselves to him. So it was this waiting period to grant the desire of the heart. And I was in this waiting period for so long, but it was in this waiting period that gave me the confidence to keep going to the finish line. It was the hardest race I'd ever done. It's the hardest race by far I'd ever done. But I just had confidence in the Lord, and this pleasure that this relationship that I have with Him, I wanted to glorify Him. And so He granted the desire of my heart. So I don't know where you guys are in that, but sometimes it takes time. God works in His time and for His purpose, for our good and for His glory. So I really hope that blesses someone today. It's just a reminder that if God has placed a desire in your heart and it hasn't come to pass for quite some time, trust in the Lord. Trust in His timing. Don't give up on it. Just trust in His timing. Guys, I better get in there. I'm going to be late. It's going to be a great day.